Hey everybody, hello, hello, hello. How are y'all doing today? It has been a day that I am like, okay, how are y'all doing today? This is our episode of Authors Extra Sunday. Excuse me for a minute, y'all. And I have been doing a lot of rushing at the last minute, but sorry about that. I wanted to say thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. And I want to share this with you, all you authors, right? Because I see that a lot of authors are having this thing about, advertising and getting out there and being seen and their books are, being purchased and things like that, right? But for real, I want to tell you authors something. I want to tell you something. Excuse me while I get my little desk over here, right? I want to tell you authors something. You got to put yourself out there. Ain't nobody gonna know. You could tweet all day. You can share and share and share and share and share. But if you do not get out there and you do not get out there and do some live events, or you do live events like book signings, have your own book signing, find out the library, things of that nature that you're just not gonna nobody's gonna know. Okay. And when you have events and you're at events and you're having functions and things like that, I just want to let y'all know, advertise you're gonna be somewhere. And always have your books with you. If you don't have books with you, it's like you got to put a lot of effort into being an author, even though you might have put it on Amazon. Okay, Amazon is not going to be the end all to be all. Okay, I just want to put that out there for y'all. So, but I thought about this program and it came upon me yesterday to do this program for authors that are on a budget, right? So, I know starting out is really like kind of hard, and I've been there and things of that nature. But my thing is that you have to put yourself out there. You have to put yourself out there, right? And I decided to start this on Authors Extra Sunday. Okay, it's called Authors Corners. Okay, Authors Corners, and I wanted to let everyone know that it's very important that you get yourself out there. You look. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. If all you think that you're gonna, you know, that you that if all you put in is all you're gonna get out. I don't know your mind. I don't know people's mindsets. Okay, I want to say this. I don't know your mindsets, but if you're not going to get out and do stuff with your book or advertise your book more than just social media, ain't nobody gonna know nothing. Ain't nobody gonna know about your book. Cause when I put this post out, I got like 1,000 people. I got 1,000 replies to this one quote just on Twitter by itself. Okay, haven't even seen what Facebook and LinkedIn have given me on that, because I put this idea out yesterday. The Lord downloaded it into my head, and it just hit me like a sudden rushing wind. So I want to, you know, help some authors with some advertising. So I've decided to do this once a month at the end of the month, for authors that want exposure. I'm going to give you one free day, and I'm going to pick 10 authors out of all the authors I see, 10 authors. And it's going to happen just once a month at the last Sunday in the month. That's the day it's going to happen, okay? So when I pick you as an author, I will notify you immediately as I pick them, okay? It is a lot of y'all to choose from, so please give me a minute to get to you. I know it's like I said, I got 1,000 replies just on Twitter alone from this tweet, right? When I put that out there yesterday. And I wanted to give everybody a chance that has, that needs exposure. A lot of these books I'm looking at, I was like, well, I didn't even know, and a lot of things. Another thing, authors, you have to get out of just posting when somebody asks you to post. Let's do a writer's lift, or let's share, let's go in this book, in this group, and join a group, and all I'm going to do is just share my book with this group. You have to create your author's page, author's page on Facebook. It will behoove you to get from out, do more outward, not just on Twitter, but get on Facebook, get on Instagram, get on TikTok. I seen one lady, her name is Zen Ash, I think that's her name. I'm hope I'm pronouncing that right. And she has her book on TikTok. She has her book on Twitter. She got an Instagram. She has a whole plethora of more exposure for her book, right? And she's also highlighting when she does events, okay? And I suggest you do the live on your page. Do take it slow. You might want to just post a picture, okay, and then you do the talking in the background. That you can start that way if you don't want to be seen. But you have to give exposure to your book, because it's just not about Amazon. It's not just stick your book on Amazon and that's it. No, that ain't cutting it. That's not gonna cut it. Okay, you have to put yourself out there if you want to make money off your book. I understand some people write books and it's a hobby, okay, but for the serious enthusiast person that want to make money off of all the hard work they done sat here and typed in, whether you hand typed it on a typewriter, or you did it on a computer, or you did audio book, or things of that nature, it's good to get out and do your exposure for your book. So we're going to get into we're going to get into this, and I have picked the first author. Her name is Tinker McAdams. Let's see, because I just finished creating this PowerPoint presentation, so y'all forgive me. Let's see. We're gonna go here. Okay, let me just do the whole page. Okay, I hope you can still hear me. Okay, I hope you can still hear me. Okay, so I'm gonna give you some background with each author about their book, what the book title is about. Okay, so I hope you can still hear me. Let me test this theory right quick. Hold on. Okay. Hope you can still hear me. Let me test this theory right now. Okay, so you can still see me. Okay. Her name is Tinker McAdams. Okay. Her book it says anyone can become a believer in the anyone can become a believer in the energies and vibrations from those on the other side. The title of her book is Living on the Edge, a guide to your abundance, to your abundance seeds. Okay. And her book is about anyone can become a believer in the energies and vibrations from those on the other side. With this book, you will learn how to get in touch with your personal guides in the non-physical world and see what they have to offer. In these pages, there is a power in believing and in looking at all things with a positive outlook. Working with this book daily and with the help of those not seen, you will accept the guidance from being that were put in place to help. From the time of your birth, there were those in the non physical world assigned to help you to work your life, to make your life all that it can be. In Living on the Edge, A Guide to Your Abundant Seed by Tinker McAdams, you will get a first-hand account from an individual who has listened and practiced the advice that was given. Through years of dealing with her guides, she has learned that there is so much more out there that can help make anyone's life better. And with this book, you can too. Okay. You can find her book on Amazon in the version of Kindle and paperback. Okay. Her name is Tinker McAdams. Okay. And you know, it is so important that we do those things, that we support these authors that have worked so hard to come into play as published. They become published authors. Okay. The next author we have is Jaleesa Carter. Title of her book is Lipacy. Lipodyssey. Okay, Lipsadi. Okay, Lipsadi. Okay. Excuse me if I get this wrong, Miss Jaleesa. I'm so sorry. Hey, Miss Jaleesa Carter. Okay, her book is about a character named Renora Adler, a dangerously beautiful woman who gets to kiss clients as an intimacy surrogate. The steamy sessions are usually nothing but work for her, but a blast from her past in the local church threatens to blur the line between business and pleasure. The newly installed Pastor Devin Garamond was once Venora's childhood crush. When he appears on her TV screen looking delectable in a tailor suit, the forbidden fruit is too much for her to ignore. While she stalks the married pastor in her couture stiletto heels, someone else has their eyes set on her. This is Jaleesa Carter. Her book is available on Amazon in the version of Kindle Unlimited, which means when you read her book in Kindle Unlimited, it is, I think it's free, and she has another version of this book in paperback. Okay, so our next author is Kevin E. Eastman. Kevin E. Eastman. And the title of his book is Don't Gamble on Life Improvement Until You Shift the Odds. The book is a must read for anyone tired of detours, blocking the path to success and happiness. Author Kevin E. Eastman. Okay, Kevin. Okay, sorry. I think I might have called you Kenny, but my bad. Kevin E. Eastman delivers the second edition of this clever combination of personal experience, logic, humor, and observation, and explains to the reader the formula of overcoming many of life's obstacles is simpler than they think, but may not be what they'd expect. Life throws you curveballs, barriers, roadblocks, and obstacles, regardless of who you are. Ever wonder how or why they keep getting in the way? The answer itself may be a curveball. Take a no nonsense fun, engaging, and informative approach to a series of topics such as relationships, the comfort zone, perception, and many more that may be complicating life unnecessarily. Improving is much easier than you have the right when you have the right tools to guide you. Personal growth occurs by getting beyond the boundaries of comfort, and this book will test these boundaries. Problems require effective solutions, and this book delivers. In it, you will learn how to identify and tap into strengths and pinpoint possible improvement areas to achieve personal growth. Two, how to put passion and purpose ahead of pride, fear, and discomfort. Three, behaviors that may be the barriers between you and enjoyment. Four, the importance of balance and how easy it is for a person to create a I am balance. Five, simple, simple but effective methods to transform your thinking, break tough habits, and make positive adjustments to get you on or back on the path to success and enjoyment. This is Kevin E. Eastman. Title of his book is Don't Gamble on Life. Improvement until you shift the odds. Available on Amazon, form of Kindle and paperback. Also, Mr. Kevin Eastman has a website. It's kevineastman.com. All that is one word. Okay. On to our next author. Her name is Michelle Palomo. Pal- Palomo. Michelle Palomo. How are y'all doing, everybody? Okay, so the title of her book is Always Have Your Love. Okay, and her book is about the moment Joe spots Rebecca from afar at his friend's house. He wants to meet her. He can't stop thinking about her. They eventually meet in an unexpected place and they form an immediate attraction. On their first date, Joe reveals he's a U.S. Air Force fighter pilot and he's proud of his work. He and Rebecca's love grows and they become engaged. But Rebecca can't accept Joe's upcoming deployment and she suddenly starts making false accusations towards Joe. They break they break up. Then Rebecca discovers she is pregnant with their child. They eventually get back together and marry before Joe deployed. When Joe leaves for active duty, Rebecca manages the household with help from her family and friends. But then she starts having frightening dreams about Joe being involved in a terrible plane accident. She must convince others the threat is real. This is author Michelle Palomo. Palomo. Always Have Your Love. Available on Amazon in the version of Kindle and paperback. Our next author for today is Scott Lotian. Scott Lotian with Perfect Posture. Perfect Posture. Perfect Posture aims to create a palpable good versus evil tension in the reader, much like that effected by Eric Larson's classic Devil in the White City. A dead girl clutching a stuffed toy elephant covered in political buttons is found posed on a luggage carousel at O'Hare Airport, Chicago. Obviously, oblivious to the evil that has gripped the city for the past 2 months, believes they have discovered the first victim of the errantly named patriotic killer. Only Lieutenant Jonathan Deerfield knows the truth. He must solve this case before the unimaginable happens. Perfect Posture takes readers inside the mind of a killer, which chronicles the lives of those committed to stopping the escalating carnage. This book is rich with Chicago area history and filled with personalities and relationships, both dark and occasionally comical, that readers will grow to love or hate as they follow the non-stop action to a twisted, catastrophic end. We have Scott Le, Le, Letho, Le, 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 okay, we have Mr. Scott here, and his book is entitled Perfect Posture, available on Amazon in the Kindle Unlimited version and paperback version. You can find it on Amazon. Our next author is Ramola Farr. Ramola Farr. Title of her book is Breaking Through the Shadows. Breaking Through the Shadows. Her book is about a young bride leaves a sleepy town with the man she loves, but within months, he is torn from her life. Returning home, the house is the same, but her whole world has changed. Determined to rise above all that has happened, she accepts a job to sell a huge white elephant located on a forbidden moor. Alone at the vast property, she meets Traveler, whose roguish charm hides the truth of what really lies within the former Victorian workhouse. Not realizing the risk she is taking, she tracks down an entrepreneur with a worldwide reputation who is attracted by her business proposal. He makes a surprising offer that lifts her spirits until once again she is cloaked by a dark shadow. This time it will take more than raw courage to break through and save the man she truly loves. This is Ramola Farr. Ramola Farr, and the title of her book is Breaking Through the Shadows. It is available on Amazon, Kindle Unlimited, and in paperback. Go and get your book today. Our next author is Mr. Ken McCarthy. Ken McCarthy. Hello, Ken McCarthy. How are you doing? He is a local author here in Pennsylvania. He is a local author here in the state of Pennsylvania, not too far from where I live at in Uniontown. So I had to pick a local author. I had to pick one. I had to pick one. Okay, and the title of his book is entitled The Homecoming. Just outside of small covered Pittsburgh, the gritty town of Avon is home to blue collar families just trying to scrape by. One of those, the Sampsons, have seen more than their fair share of tragedy. Ed Sampson worked in the mill and fathered three sons over a 20-year period. But after oldest son Nate died in Vietnam, things unraveled at home and Ed took off. Middle son Nevin, a photographer, headed to Southeast Asia to trace Nate's footsteps and learn what he could about his older brother's fate. And now, in 1978, he's missing and presumed dead. After all the heartache and loss, the boy's mother, Ellen, self-medicates and has mentally checked out. That leaves the youngest Samson boy, Nick, basically on his own. Nick barely ab- Nick barely avoided the military draft, and when he's not drinking, works at the local bottling plant. He's 25. rudderless and adrift, with only his childhood friend Gina to rely on. Gina has issues of her own, including a medical problem that she won't talk about. But a shocking discovery has Avon abuzz and brings Nick under scrutiny. It also pulls Nick and Gina closer together as he battles his demons and searches for answers. We have a local author here. His name is Ken McCarthy. McCarthy. And the title of his book is entitled The Homecoming. It is available on Amazon in Kindle and paperback versions. Go get your book today. We have our next author is David Davidson. David Davidson. And the title of his book is Putin's War, Battle at Crying Rock. Battle at Crying Rock. The book is about the hill country of Texas in 1870. Was a dangerous place. Outlaws and bandits roamed the countryside, ready to set upon unwary travelers. Settlers on the edge of civilization lived in constant fear of marauding Comanches, Kiowas, and other tribes of hostile Indians. Texas had just come out from under Reconstruction, but some Confederate veterans still held grudges against freedmen, carpetbaggers, scallywags. In addition, corrupt officials inhabit some of the frontier towns. When freebooters when freebooters ride roughshod in the belligerent land, both men are needed to bring the outlaws to justice. One such man is Deputy U.S. Marshal Nahum Putney, dedicated to tracking down those who terrorize the frontier. Putney comes to Lanio. Okay, let me Lamio. Okay, hunting a murderer, but brigades and a moral sheriff accused Putney himself of murder in a reversal of circumstances. If Putney stands, he brings danger to the people of Leano. So he must run, but he will only run so far. If the outlaws want a battle, they will find it when they come to Crying Rock. This is David Davidson, our author, and he has written Putin's War, Battle at Crying Rock. It is available on Amazon, Kindle Unlimited, and in paperback. Okay. Our next author is Zen Asa. Okay, Miss Zen Asa, plenty of guppy and other dating misadventures. Okay, Zen Ace, a newly divorced 43-year-old Southern woman, wanted a fresh start. She's heard there were plenty of fish to choose from in the modern dating pond. What she discovered what she discovered were plenty of guppies, exactly 101 of them. The result, a provocative, transparent, raw, and delightful, uncensored account of her experiences with the 101 men she encountered on her journey to find the one. And plenty of guppies. Zen spills all the tea on dating, psychology, relationships, and self discovery while giving readers a rare glimpse into the life of an award winning artist and best selling author. The book is an enlightening narrative that explores gender roles and identity outside of society's expectations. Zen has written a refreshingly mature modern day epic of online dating, layering her personal story with erotic poet verses and passionate poise that frame her journey toward rebuilding a life as a single woman and adjusting to both an empty nest and boomeranging children. Zen Asa's story is alternately poignant, hysterical, uplifting, shocking, and at its heart, a real life example of the old adage. Truth is stranger and can be harder to believe than fiction. Plenty of Guppies is the book every author who has loved, lost, and lived to try again didn't know they needed and will effortlessly respond and relate to. Prepare to lose yourself in the enchantingly unorthodox dating world of Zen Ace, best-selling author of Zen Maraza Your Life. Zen Maraza Your Life. Okay, all right. Her book, Plenty of Guppies and Other Dating Misadventures, is available on Amazon in the version of Kindle and paperback. Get your copy today. And I have a children's book for you today. A children's book. It is by Michelle Guerrero. It is entitled Princess Eleanor. Princess Eleanor. And it is about how Princess Eleanor has heard that the king bear has been kidnapped by a dragon. And Princess Eleanor is off on an adventure to rescue him. Michelle Guerrero, author of Princess Eleanor. It is a children's book and it is available on Amazon, Target Online, Barnes and Noble, and Powell's Books. Get your copy today. Okay, so I wanted to thank all my authors for, letting me choose them. Let me choose the 10 authors, the 10 authors, 10 authors, 10 authors. Okay. So this is my news for you as a entrepreneur and as a independent author. Okay. I want to tell all the authors, yes, you want to uh you want to have your book out there. But if you want to make sales, you got to go and do it. Book sales, book events, book fairs, even go stand on the corner and sell your books. Put a display table, make your vendor table, and do it just like, if you was going to actually Barnes and Nobles and doing a book fair, like a book speaker night, because they have a lot of events there for events for book signing events for authors. So I want you to stay tuned. Stay tuned for my next authors corners. It happens once a month, last Sunday, and each month, and I pick 10 authors to advertise their books for free. Okay. And if you would like me to have you in the group, give me your information. Okay. You can reach me at I am Sharice at ShariceNJohnsonMoore.com, or you can check out my website. My website is www.ShariceNJohnsonMoore.com. And, reach me through WhatsApp, and we can have a conversation. We can talk, because I like getting to know I like to get to know the authors. I just don't want to just, all right, okay, this is it. They give me your information. All right, okay. I like to know the people I'm talking about. So I want you to catch me next week. I do not know what I'm doing next week for Arthur's Excerpt Sunday. The Lord just downloaded stuff to me at the last minute, like He did with this episode. It was downloaded to me at the last minute. Okay, so I want you to understand that yes, I'm an author. I'm not just coming out of nowhere talking about, oh well, I want to help you advertise. Okay, because I've had the same problem because I have my own book. It is entitled "Coming to Loving Yourself," and it is an autobiography, inspirational book. And I know how it feels to not know which way to go when you after you published your book. So you want to sit down and we can go over some ideas and things like that, get in contact with me. I don't mind helping. I don't mind helping the author, get to the next level. Okay. So, like I said, Coming to Loving Yourself is available on Amazon. My first book is available on Amazon. But I want to give this advice to authors, right? If you want to have more control over your book, purchase your own ISBN number, and you can have more control over your book. And you can still publish on Amazon, but you will have the author right. You have the complete rights to your book when you purchase your own ISBN number. I just want to give y'all that heads up, okay? It's not that it doesn't cost an arm and a leg, okay? Um, And I also have this book on my website, www.sharicenjohnsonmoore.com. I also have I have another book that's available as well. It's a workbook. It's entitled Study Guide to Building Your Self-Worth. It is a correlation and it coincides with the first book. It coincides with this book. So when you buy this book as a set, I recently just finished a workshop for that, and where we went through and wrote down and talked about some things that we have been through in our lives, and it's a workshop that came out when the book published, when the second book published, the study guide book. And I wanted to say, when you purchase those two books together on my website, the second book is only on my website. The study guide is only on my website because I had some difficulties uploading it on Amazon. So, you can order both of those books, Coming to Loving Yourself and Coming to Loving Yourself, Study Guide to Building Your Self-Worth, on my website, www.sharicenjohnsonmoore.com. And I also want to let you know that I have t-shirts. I have t-shirts. I have t-shirts. I have t-shirts. I got t-shirts. I want to give a shout out to Felicia's Cozy Corners. You can find her on Facebook and Instagram, and she can create your books. I mean, she can create your shirts. Sorry about that. She can create your shirts. She can create your coffee mugs. She can create your keychains. I got some other your cups, your coffee mugs, keychains, and a plethora of other things that you may need to start building your merchandise as an author. So I want to also thank another young man. His name is Miami. He's here in Uniontown. He has also created me some t-shirts. So, it's always, as a business owner, it's always good to have one ram in the bush. Okay. So, because one person can be busy and they're busy, and I want to, I want to help. I want to help support Black businesses, and that's what I do. I go to only, only Black businesses that conduct business. I just do business with that. That's it. When it comes to my merchandise, um, and I wanted to get an understanding, that there's nothing wrong with advertising, but you also may need to get you some merchandise too. Okay, babies. I love y'all. And I am so glad that you came into Author's Excerpt Sunday today. And if you're an author, let me know. Reach out in the DM. Send me, we could talk. We sit down, and and If you also want to come on the show, I also have spots speaking event spots to talk about your your book, your life, your what you're doing, how's it going, things like that as an author. And and I would love to have you on my show. Okay. I love y'all and y'all have a blessed evening. All right. Thank you for coming to Authors Excerpt Sunday.